And that's what she said, and that's where we are in the middle of the house unfold, welcoming our next competitors, which is VON on the blue side and Team Awaken on the orange side. The first match was taken home by VON. So if they want to move on in the Season 1 qualifier of Vainglory League, we will need to... yeah, actually not we. They need to close this one off and win it, since we are playing a best of 3.
Yeah. So
interesting. I know what you pointed out there. Interesting question.
Interesting
they
start.
had Von out of lane with Vox. Oh man.
So
helping out to farm the jungle faster.
Look at that! That Adachi was so reckless starting it off here. He's going for a Swift Shooter, and that is very interesting. And what I said, I think that Arden is now finally being a supporter here, going the role he should be. Neon Fire not playing that Arden, it is Tractor. And therefore, oh, Von here trying to get the kill with the smite, but not enough. One auto attack more, but it shouldn't be.
So we actually never talked about... I'm not sure how to pronounce him, but it's a guy. He has an anchor.
Ah, alright. Yeah,
it's Finn.
First of all, first blood in this second, and Arden picks it up, the guy who shouldn't pick it up, but I mean better Arden than no one from the team, so everything is fine at the moment.
Yeah, I'm quite sure they showed Finn in the stream, right?
I just saw the picture.
Yeah.
I watched the rebroadcast, but I just saw the picture. I couldn't find actually the gameplay. Maybe I missed it because I was just clicking through it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure as well. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see him in
that
game
would be
yet. But I
great
saw
if you
we saw the picture.
Yeah.
And no, obviously I'm not going to do that. But I'm very interested in what his kit will be. Very interested.
And yeah, next fight coming up here. This time, Von against Team Awaken, 2 versus 3, and Trogdor falling again here to Von. Neon Fire has to escape, and that Cool is just playing it very, very well, since he's going for a Swift Shooter start and not the tanky start. I mean, there are certain ways to play Cool. I definitely prefer the way where you go aggressive from the right beginning, talking about attack speed, and if that works out, you can get a very nice swing, a very nice curve in terms of the item builds. And yeah, that is what we most likely will see.
So Finn, we did only see the splash art of him yet, but still it's like it's teasing so much, and I would love to see. He seems very tanky, but there is though a team fight going on. Neon Fire is on a blinking health bar, taunting Vonk back. Scout Trap is placed there, not sure if they are running into it. Yes, dealing some damage. They are still around.
And the bounce applied, and now he can deal damage. One hit and another one, just like that. Von is picking up here the double kill for a 3-0 lead, and Vonk almost dying to that Skull Trap. Well done here, stealing immediately the farm from Awaken. Well, rounding up the Swift Shooter here with an O card, so directly going for some base HP, which is totally fine. Von started off with the Swift Shooter, going for the Crystal Bit, solid start. Trogdor, pretty interesting, double O card. I like that, since I think your shield is the more HP you have, the more shield you will grant on your ally,
right?
With the Vanguard, and therefore that's pretty okay for me.
So,
Adagio, well, that is a point to talk about.
So yeah, quickly just to talk about Fen again.
Alright, yeah.
I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Where's that name from though? So whatever. He just looks very tankish. And I'm very interested in that. I'm looking forward to see what is happening with him.
You mean you love tanks?
No, not... That sounds
I'm just asking.
That sounds wrong. I like to play heroes which are not too squishy sometimes. I don't know. I'm just
mean tanks?
Yeah, I mean tanks.
All
Come
right.
on, yeah, I mean tanks. Supports
Okay.
with a lot of
Can I
help.
have a hashtag Donjon loves tanks?
Don Tank?
Don Tank. Thanks a lot for that. The next team fight breaking out. Vonk might fall, but he is just stacking, not applying the health regeneration smite. And look at that, Team Awaken coming back here. Can Von actually pick up Neon Fire? Yes, he can. 1-on-1. Hope there we go, maybe picking up, well, not the ace since they spawned. And there comes the slow. Nay. Nicely played. I wanted to say that. I don't know where that nay came from, so I didn't hear that. Good stuff. 6-3. Von taking the lead just with a breeze.
Meanwhile, in lane, farm looks, let me check that, actually highly in favor of Vox so far. So VGLS1, they're just catching off where they stopped in the first matchup, looking very strong now against Team Awaken. The lower seed so far, so the underdog is way more comfortable in that matchup so far. We do see a nice gank coming in. The sword is not connecting from Cruel into the air and back without fishing anything.
Well, alright, so let's see how this is going to develop here. They are going to gather to the bottom now. They split Von, and yeah, talking about Von, he is farming in the bottom of the map, but successfully going back here. The gold miner filled up with gold. This is now the guy you want to capture. Go for the gold payout, Awaken, if you can get them. But there comes the boot. Von is going there, and they steal it! What a steal. Well done here from Team Von. And the wait for it. Cool. Just directly putting a lot of pressure here across the board. Picking up Neon Fire. Well done.
Let's see, Gold Miner is now digging for Team VGLS1 as well. I could see them picking up a minion miner, probably most likely a minion miner of Team Awaken very soon. I do see, I actually did not see it, but Cruel just killed Ardent.
Yep,
just
there we go.
as this, picking up another huge farming round there from Team Awaken in the backyard. Man, the doors are closing, and they are closing super fast. They already doubled the amount of gold captured after 7 minutes.
I mean, that's super, super sick. They are doing it exactly the way they should it. They just take the gold wherever it is. They don't leave anything to Team Awaken. And yeah, there is just the lane. And I mean, Adagio is having a rough time. 44 last hits, 58-60 roundabout now to Vox. It's still a difference of 13 at that point, which is way too many after 8 minutes in a high competitive match. So cool here. Well, that is now a beast since he's on the Blazing Salvo, Reflex Block, Armor, and Shiver Steel. So if that guy is gonna touch you, I think there is no way that you're gonna escape from him.
So Cruel pick, you actually mentioned that very early, and your voice sounded very hyped when you said, "Oh, it's Cruel."
Yep.
Why is that?
Cruel is a hero you definitely have to master. You have to know the strength and weaknesses. Talking about that, the team fight, wait for it, Verse of Judgment, pick double kill for Von, and maybe the triple kill. There we go, ace.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That train is, I mean, I'm searching for more phrases or catchphrases, but that train is so fast at the moment, especially with that wait for it bumping out and then just connecting resonance on all of them. 624 damage on Cruel with a full stacked Spectral. I am not certain, and I am not sure if Team Awaken can get back out of that. Being so far behind, that's what I was going to say, but the Gauntlet is getting dropped and Von is getting very low, but that's Cruel, so he is just switching his health bar back up. He's burning down by the Gift of Fire in the end, but they still do have Von and Phoenix alive. Also, Minion Candy getting simultaneously popped onto the onto the Gold Miner, and now they might... Nope, I thought for a second they're rotating downwards there. They are not. They just captured the Minion Mine, now in favor of Team Awaken, but I believe they will call, and they should call, Gold Mine very soon.
Alright, so far, again here, Von is just way ahead from Team Awaken. They are doing a way better job in I mean, starting from the team fight, the positioning, the lockdown from Phoenix, Vonk, he is just such a good cooler, and this is why I hype it up so hard, because that guy definitely knows how to play him and how many stacks to apply until to smite it down, and on how low he can go on health. So that is really, really remarkable. Activating the boots and then going there for the Shiver Steel, directly slowing down the target. Wait for it, applied. Arden's going to fall in that second, and Glaive does fall as well. Again, a 2-0 trade, so no chance at all at the moment for Team Awaken.
I would love to see someone already posting after the first match day where people could guess brackets. Like, if someone's like already right with everything so far, which is a very good guess. So be sure actually, guys, to tweet that like probably somewhere around tomorrow in a couple of I would say 10 to 15 hours, then the brackets should probably be updated depending on the team sending in their informations, obviously. Yeah. I do have a matchup info, which popped up here.
Go ahead.
That's very interesting. That's a Nemesis against Vertigo Green, which will be happening on the 23rd for the best of 16.
Alright.
That is very, very cool. And
That's
the other
nice.
spot, and the other spot, Gangsters, still waiting on the to be announced enemies, since we are waiting on results there still. Or actually, teams need to play still and figure out who's going to face Gangstars. Everyone bumping up down here. Crystal Infusion getting popped. Obviously, VON is way faster. There is a Gauntlet getting dropped.
Yes, wait for it. Blast Tremor. Double kill again for Von. They have no chance here. Team Awaken ripped apart into their pieces. 3 to count here, and they are going for the second turret after just 12 minutes. I mean, we have seen very quick matches. We streamed Gangsters finishing up in 8 minutes 20 seconds, something around that. But I think one turret here is fairly enough, since maybe they just prepare an ambush. But I don't think that they should stay, since Phoenix is, yeah, half HP. They are staying. Forcing the fight, now going on to the tank, and look at that, the tank is falling first. Wait for it, Neonfire has no chance. What a trap here set up from Vaunt. They definitely want to close the game, and they are diving the turret, and look at the damage, both from the turret and from Krul. This is just sick what is going on here. More than 11, almost, yeah, 11,500, now 10,000 gold ahead, and this is just crazy after 13 minutes being almost 10,000 gold ahead. The question is, do they still put pressure here across the board? I mean, they have an ace buff. They did not have to go back here. Look at that. Shiver Steel not applied here, but on Neonfire, oh, I think he's he wasn't moving there at all, so hopefully everything is okay. Even if that barely would change the situation here going on. But yeah, I mean, look at that. They just go back, clear everything. They pretty much play this game down like it's nothing to play against the enemy Team Awaken. Well, they are very, very high seeded. We have to mention that. We have 128 teams, and they are actually seeded 13. I mean, that is really, really good. Should be a vainglorious team, as far as I know.
I believe so, yeah. It should be for the first...
Yeah,
no, it's not 13. It's, I believe, first 10ish teams are...
yeah, then a POA gold.
Yeah.
I mean, that
yeah, I mean, that's
even that is pretty...
still better than we are, right?
Yeah, getting there, noobs, you know?
Then you're not talking about my
skills.
skills
Oh, okay. Alright. Was that unranked?
Unranked tournament, yeah.
Okay, so let's see if they are going to wrap up here the second match, since I personally think there is no way. I mean, that should be some miracles happen here if Team Awaken should turn this match, but...
Come on, believe already.
No, I mean, seriously, sometimes there are comebacks, but sometimes it is just
I thought you're going to say sometimes there are miracles.
Well, I definitely don't think in that match, so sorry for that, but Von is just showing that they are likely to go so deep in that tournament and maybe win it or go semifinals. We don't know. Look at the Panic Gauntlet. Killed before he can drop it. Neon Fire just melted health bars. And man, I would just go and finish that. And yeah.
I mean, meanwhile, Kraken is pushing in. We could actually talk about this. As appearing on the screen, we do have in the next matchup Ardent Ascension against HH Team Force. So that is Halcyon Hammers against Ardent.
Wow.
Very interesting. I am looking for that seed 15 against seed 18. Meanwhile, it looks like actually that VON is closing it off. But let's capture that for a second. So just to repeat myself, Ardent Ascension against HH Team Force. So that's going to be good. So be sure to stick around and capture with us the last match as well.
Alright, the only thing to buy time here is to steal Kraken, and the support is running full steam ahead into the death, as well as Neon Fire does. No chance taking the Kraken here, and I think we can definitely call this here. Oh, what? What happened there? That guy just stole Kraken. What?
Wait, how?
I have no idea.
How did that happen?
I have no idea. I think I have no clue, but I think he applied the Gift on Fire onto the enemy and then with the burn damage, but I didn't capture that at all. I was just
happening?
like at the end of the match.
How did...
I don't know.
How did...
Chat will tell us in 3 minutes. So at least they killed Kraken before Kraken was smacking the turret here, and just getting more and more gold here. I want to see a 20k lead in gold, but actually it's just 13. 7 to go. Come on, guys, you can do this. And I'm baffled by what is going on. They are seated so high both, but Von is playing it down like nothing. Crazy stuff going on. And even Phoenix is buying a breaking point. I just recognize now, since I'm looking at the item build of the supporter, what I am not often doing during the cast. And Phoenix is on a breaking point, ladies and gentlemen. That is sick, because that guy is just super tanky, and the more he or she stays in the fight, that is definitely hurting as well. So wait for it here. Miscasted, and there, nice gauntlet, trapping the tank, which is not the plan, and Vonk is just trying to stack up. There comes everything in the health regeneration, the block, the save, the buff, the GG. Alright, he's going for the minion miner. The others are pushing. Seems like they said, well, we can't make it. I mean, 20 seconds? For that damage, at least those 2 turrets, if not more than that. So now he is aware of the fact, or at least now he's joining.
Yeah, also minions are there. They should be able to close it off. And that should work out very good for them. VON moving on in a 0-2 as the lower seeded team against Team Awaken.